Annabel is amazing. It's a very smart book. It has to do with a baby that's born that's not fully a boy and not fully a girl. So it's intersexed. It has both parts to it. And what happens is the parents and a trusted neighbor decide that they're going to keep this a secret and not tell anybody. So the parents have a tough decision deciding whether or not they want to raise their child as female or as male. So eventually they choose to raise the baby as male. They call him Wayne, and he's kind of forced into this hyper-masculine environment of hunting and fishing. His dad's dad, or a guy's guy, not a dad's dad. But at the same time as Wayne, the baby, is growing up, he's realizing that he might be in the wrong body. And things are nurturing his female side of him. And what ends up happening is he is living this dual identity and really comes to the decision that he would like to make the transition to female. And this is because he really believes that there's a shadow self to him, and this other side is Annabel. So once Annabel fully accepts this decision, bad things start to happen throughout the transition and afterwards. And there's a really big struggle that takes place on this character. So the book deals a lot with identity. And the great things about it is that it covers challenges in sexuality, and it also covers challenges in gender stereotypes. I think this is a fantastic book for any high school student to read, for any individual to read. If you want a better understanding of what it's like to transition, or what it would be like to be born in a body that you don't believe is yours, this is a great book to do that. The plot's really strong. This character is really in depth, and you're able to see the inner workings of identity and really think about the challenges that come with it. So I'll just read you the beginning of it. This is very... There's a lot of imagery in this book, so just to set that up. Papa, the blind man in the canoe, is dreaming. Why would a white caribou come down to Beaver River, where the woodland herds live? Why would she leave the Arctic tundra, where light blazes incandescent, to haunt these shadows? Why would any caribou leave her herd to walk, solitary, thousands of miles? The herd is comfort. The herd is a fabric you can't cut or tear, passing over the land. If you could see the herd from the sky, if you're a falcon, it would appear like softly floating gauze over the face of snow, no more substantial than a cloud. We are soft, the herd whispers. We have no top teeth. We do not tear flesh. We do not tear at any part of life. We are gentleness itself. Why would any of us break from the herd? Break apart, separate. These are hard words. The only reason any of us would become one and not part of the herd is if she were lost. The canoe, floating in a steady pool at the deep middle, has black, calm water around it, with froth floating on top from the foam around and above and below. The white caribou stands still in a patch of sunlight between black tree trunks, staring at the man and girl inside the vessel. The moss beneath the caribou's hooves is white and appears made of the same substance as the animal, whose outlines are barely there considering the light above and below it. It could have been poured from light itself and made of light, as if Graham Montague and his daughter had dreamed it into being. Papa, Annabel stands up in the boat. She has been told from the time before she could walk not to do this, but she does it. For a moment the canoe stays still, then the girl outstretches her arms towards the enchantment, this caribou that now, she sees, wears a mantle of glittering frost around its shoulders and magnificent chest. In fact, there are sparkles of frost throughout its white coat, and she cannot believe her father is both blind and asleep. She cannot believe that life would be so unfair that a man could miss such a sight, and she stretches out her hands, which are long, and which her father has loved, and for whose practical industry and fruition he has labored and hoped. The canoe capsizes in the river's calm, deep heart. It flips easily in an instant. The gun goes down, the provisions float, and go down according to their lightness and the water fastness of their packaging. Graham Montague has never had to swim, and he does not know how, and neither does Annabel, his daughter.